Hello and thanks for joining us for this NBA edition of T360. I'm Cordell Cummings alongside Justin Maybach. In this episode, we will start things off with the the Los Angeles Lakers. That is for people who love to talk about Lonzo and the Lakers, obviously, so why not join the party? So Justin, what has been your view of Lonzo Ball so far in his rookie season?
I like what I've seen so far from Lonzo. He's making a great transition into the NBA. He nearly became the youngest player ever to notch a triple-double in the game against the Phoenix Suns. He's making a slow but smooth transition. I watched some highlights from him against the Utah Jazz, and he did a nice job setting up his fellow teammates, especially Brandon Ingram. The Lakers definitely have a lot of young players who are still developing right now after the loss of Kobe Bryant. And if LeBron goes to the Lakers next year, they're definitely going to be in great shape to make a great postseason run.
Oh, you're going to LeBron already? But it's a possibility. I wouldn't rule it out. But in terms of Lonzo, I think, like I was talking to someone else before, is that I think the hate for Lonzo is more based on his father than him. And in terms of his talent, because I won't deal with his father too much, in terms of his talent, as you can see right here, you know, his shot is very awkward, but against my team, the Suns, he destroyed, as you said, nearly a triple-double. But he's a really good player. He has a really good feel. I think he has sort of an old, so he doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. He's a really nice player. He's decent in the pick and roll. I think he has range, but his shot sort of limits it. And I think it's a matter of just finding himself right now in this stage of his career. It's nothing bad because he is a rookie. He'll learn on the job. You know, he took his bumps and bruises. You see here against the Washington Wizards. You know, when Marcin Gortat said that he'll go after him, John Wall will put up a bunch of points on him, and, you know, that didn't happen. So you can tell he's a mature young man, and I think he'll be good in his career.
And I like his unique three-point shot.
Yeah, it's very, very strange. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I guess that's the suggestion. If I had a shot like that and I can make it to the NBA, why not do it? So now we move on to a team that has shocked us so far this season, and we both will be staying in Los Angeles, but this time the Clippers. Why have they surprised you this season?
Well, so far I like the Clippers' good start to the season. They're second in the Western Conference, and even though Blake Griffin isn't necessarily in his prime anymore, I'd still say he's got good support with DeAndre Jordan and Austin Rivers, and the Clippers are still a contender every year in the playoffs, but they usually don't make it too far. And actually, the Clippers used to be the Buffalo Braves, and being a Buffalo native myself, I like to kind of follow the Clippers and see how good they can do.
Let's see. I'm not sure what to think of this Clippers team yet as it relates to the postseason, but I think so far they have shocked me. I always thought they had the better side of the deal with Chris Paul. And I think they got some really nice pieces to manage them for years to come. You know, you got Lou Williams and you got Patrick Beverley, who's a really good defensive player. But I think they got some really nice pieces. They're winning. Blake Griffin, I guess he wanted the ball more. There you go. You're welcome. He's getting the ball more, and he's showing up. The problem with him is he gets injured too much. You get injured way too much. So we'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully it does. There's a lot of teams in the West, though. That dunk was sick. It's ridiculous how high he can jump. Eventually, he's going to have to get a better perimeter shot, but I think it'll come in time.
Yeah.
So, many people are pegging the Milwaukee Bucks star, let me make sure we say this right, Giannis Antetokounmpo, as the heir apparent to LeBron James. I won't go that far just yet, but he is showing flashes. How good can this young player be?
Well, he's been putting up really good numbers so far this season. He definitely has a height advantage since he's 6'1". It's not often you see
11, yeah.
6'11". My bad. It's not often you see great basketball players come from Greece, and he's just an overall fun player to watch.
Yeah, it's as I mentioned with LeBron. You know, people are pegging him as the MVP so far this season. I would agree. He has been the MVP so far this season. Obviously, he has a lot to learn, a lot to grow from, but I think he's going to be a really good player. His perimeter shooting isn't very good at all just yet, but he is young. You know, he has all the talent, God-given ability you can possibly want in somebody at 6'11" with that type of reach. The Bucks, now it matters in terms of MVP, if he wants to contend for that. How good is your team? The Bucks are supposed to be good in a weaker Eastern Conference, but I think he's going to be a really good player and someone who's going to be a mainstay for a lot of years to come because he's pretty young still. So
he can really be a franchise player for the Bucks.
Yeah, definitely. And they built some really good pieces around Milwaukee. Jason Kidd is doing a really good job. So that will conclude this NBA edition of T360. Make sure you follow us on social media and make sure you comment. We would like to know what you want us to discuss. From Talent Sports, I'm Cordell Cummings.
And I'm Justin Maybach.
Yeah, you're Justin. I'm Cordell. Thanks for watching.